So the next thing we're going to look at is called the shot reverse shot technique. This is framing a scene where there's continuous action back and forth between two characters. Again, you want to create visual continuity as to not to disorientate your audience. Essentially, this technique also upholds the 180-degree rule, where you're going to stay on one side of the axis and place your two cameras. As you can see, again, two characters, and right now we have two cameras operating. So in the sense of guerrilla filmmaking, you're likely only going to have one. Just for the sake of time, I've set up two. And as you can see, both cameras are on one side of the axis, and they are shooting essentially over the shoulder of each character. When you're framing your shot with your characters and you're wondering kind of where to place them on the screen, generally what you can do is abide by a rule where you want to have the shoulder of the character in focus right down the center of the screen. You don't have to follow this exclusively, but it is a good way to create spatial continuity. So the effect this has on the audience is essentially they're able to encode that these two people are looking at each other through the way that their eyes are matching up on screen. So when you're shooting a conversation or dialogue piece with a shot reverse shot technique added in, it's also good to have what they call a master shot, which is also known as a two shot or 50-50. And what this is a shot that is keeping in frame both characters at the same time and capturing both lines of action. Essentially what you're doing here is you're maintaining an establishing shot and something to fall back on to give your audience a little more visual context if more action starts happening in the scene or you need a break from going back and forth. So typically when I shoot with one camera, I grab my master shot first, looking full on. And again, this master shot can go anywhere within kind of the 180-degree axis, but I mean, you don't want to go too far to either side because you're already accomplishing that with your second take and third take. So you really want to kind of maintain it within more of half that distance. In guerrilla filmmaking, it doesn't really matter where you start. You can grab your left camera, your right camera, you can grab your master first. Again, it changes with each shoot depending on where you're shooting, time of day, equipment, everything like that.